Now, Mac, I am no Shrekspert, but let's just say I'm overall a fan of the Shrek franchise.
Oh boy. Okay. Continue.
And we may have stumbled into something pretty big.
Really?
Last month, the Weekly Planet podcast was doing a rewatch of the Shrek franchise and pointed out something that a little peculiar.
What
Shrek,
is the Weekly Planet podcast?
it is a podcast that discusses pop culture and everything else, and they're from Australia.
Okay.
But either way, Shrek as an ogre, first movie, bald.
All right.
Second movie, handsome Shrek, turned
Yep.
into handsome Shrek by the fairy godmother,
Okay.
has beautiful locks.
Does he? I don't
Yes, he
recall
does.
that.
So this leads to the question, why? What is happening here?
Yeah, isn't bald beautiful? What the fuck is that? That sends a wrong message.
Let's get to that, Mac. So you think to yourself, maybe that's just an ogre thing. Maybe all ogres are bald. But
Right.
no, Fiona has hair.
Lots of hair. Yeah.
Lots
right.
of hair.
Right.
So then you say to yourself, maybe it's a dimorphism. Maybe it's a trait amongst male ogres.
I was going to say, I know what that means, but explain what that means to the people.
Okay. So you say that could be it, and that might be what it is. But then we get to Shrek 4 when Shrek enters an alternate timeline where he does not save Fiona, and we meet some other male ogres like Sexy John Ham Ogre. He has a buzzed 5 o'clock shadow head, and some other ogres who also have hair. They're all men. So what's happening here?
Have I seen Shrek 4?
I don't know.
I don't know if I've seen Shrek 4. I'm trying to think. I don't recall a John Hamm Shrek. What year did that come out?
2009, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know if I saw it. Maybe that's what I'm going to watch this weekend to lead into the Oscars, Q.
So what we're looking at here is that it's a choice. Shrek chooses to be bald, to be ugly.
Well, so it's twofold here. First of all, some women, some men, whoever, some people are simply just attracted to the bald person. The second half of that, obviously, some people are naturally turned off by it, but you also have to have the correct shape of your dome piece to pull it off. Some people have ugly dome pieces and need hair to cover it up, cover up their squashes.
So, Mac, luckily, I did stumble upon this thesis on apapsych.net that
there's
might
more.
crack this case wide open.
There's more to this.
Yes, the thesis is called Shrek Attractivism and Apparent Stereotypes, a Make Ogre Fairy Tale or Happily Ever After Redux, which points out that as the anti-hero, as the ogre, Shrek, with the bald, wants to look scary, wants to come off as unattractive. But then when he meets Fiona's parents in Shrek 2, he wants to appeal to as many people as possible. And he falls in line with the conventional beauty that the fairy godmother bestows upon him with that wish. And he puts hair upon his head. And then when he does not want to be with the people once again, he says, no, I want to be ugly. And he becomes bald again. What this tells us is that the creators of Shrek think that bald boys are ugly.
They hate bald boys.
Yeah.
I have two responses to that. Number one, the person who wrote that article should never write another article ever again.
There's a thesis, and it might be mine.
Doesn't matter. They should
It
never watch
thesis.
another movie ever again. Number two, it's also a false premise because Shrek is not an anti-hero. Yes, he's begrudging. He's a begrudging hero. He doesn't want to be a hero. That doesn't make him an anti-hero. An anti-hero is sort of someone that does bad things. But the
Shrek eats people.
The
Shrek
ends
eats people.
justify the
That's
means. Punisher is an anti-hero. Shrek's not an anti-hero. Shrek's just a hero.
Shrek eats people.
That's what they do in that world.
They eat other ogres. I'm surprised he didn't eat his ogre babies.
That's what they do in that world.
He hated his babies.